For more insight into how the ROK's new president will affect relations, especially with China and the U.S., I spoke with Brian Becker, Executive Director of the Answer Coalition.
It's possible that under the Moon Jae-in presidency, a new presidency, a progressive presidency, that South Korea might assert a degree of independence from the United States. And that's always been a big issue. Of course, South Korea has tens of thousands of American troops who have been in South Korea since 1950. But yes, I think there could be a slightly independent position for the new ROK administration, which I think, because they oppose THAAD, the deployment of THAAD, because they want to talk instead of have war with North Korea, these are the kind of messages that the Chinese leadership would be very interested in hearing, will be interested in hearing, and I think be interested in facilitating.
Moon hasn't been a fan of that. He's made that known. Do you think if he re-engages with the DPRK over the nuclear issue, could that take some of the pressure off China? How do you think that will change the dynamic in the region?
Well, I think the biggest problem for China is the fact that the Korean Peninsula is both the most militarized part of the planet and also the source of the greatest possible confrontation. And it's on China's borders. It's not possible, as we could see from the 1950 to 53 war, that there could actually be an armed conflict in the Korean Peninsula that would not automatically draw China into that conflict. So what does China want? They want peace. They want stability in the region. That means, first and foremost, peace and stability in the Korean Peninsula. So the Moon Jae-in administration reaching out to and trying to stabilize relations with the North and reduce tensions with the North, I think can only be seen as a positive development by China.
What does he do to re-engage with China, to bring them back into discussing some of the issues that they've had recently?
Well, I think first and foremost, Moon Jae-in opposes THAAD. I think it was unconscionable on the part of the United States government, the Pentagon, to rush to deploy THAAD on the eve of the election when they knew that the president, the incoming president, the likely winner, would be opposed to THAAD. It's a violation, really, of South Korean sovereignty. Will he be able to take THAAD out? That's a big question because the U.S. military presence in South Korea is so enshrined. It's so difficult, even for a sovereign government, to do something that completely flies in the face of what the Pentagon wants, and they want THAAD.
Well, that was my next question. I mean, does THAAD go away under Moon? And how soon could that happen? Could he make it happen?
It could happen, even though it seems like a fait accompli has been accomplished by the rapid deployment of THAAD before the election. Moon Jae-in has this going for him. The people in Sojun don't want the THAAD missile there. Moon Jae-in could harness additional support. He wants to reach across political spaces right now. He could do that by saying, look, Koreans and the Korean people, including the people who oppose that, their feelings, their sentiments, their thoughts should come first.
Are you optimistic with this new chapter?
I have to say I am optimistic. I was very optimistic in June 2000, 17 years ago, when the historic summit took place under the Sunshine Policy between Kim Dae-jung and Kim Jong-il, the leader of North Korea. There was a lot of enthusiasm and optimism. I think Moon Jae-in right now, on the eve of the anniversary of that summit, might take some dramatic actions towards North Korea, which I think would be reciprocated by North Korea. We could set into motion a new political dynamic leading to the possibility of peace breaking out on the Korean Peninsula, something that hasn't happened in more than 6 decades.
All right, Brian Becker, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.